In a studio that's in a basement comes the epic story of how two friends changed the future of the movie podcast game forever. The reviews are in. Boys Life magazine gives the High Sci podcast 4.5 acorns. The Daily Bugle says, these guys are super legit. And Pope Francis declares the podcast as life-affirming. From the kid who tried to get smart with David Spade and got fucking old.
You're still bad.
And the guy who can name all four Baldwin brothers.
Alec, William, Daniel, and the baby boy, Stephen.
Live from the studio of his parents' basement. The Have You Seen It podcast.
Welcome back to the Have You Seen It podcast. My name is Mason Knight, sitting on the far end of me.
I've never been this far from you.
You've never been this far.
I always like sitting so close to you where if I ever get scared, I can reach out and you can hold my hand.
Yes, and it's always a good moment when that does happen.
Yeah, it's a comfort. It's a comfort thing. It's a comfort thing.
And
it's a special day.
It is a special day.
Yeah. I was on my way to the studio and I saw a hitchhiker. I said, "Hey, pick her up. We need one more." We've never had a female guest on the show.
Never.
Which could just tell you about our show.
Of course. Right.
We just
are
misogynist
assholes.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
And actually, we kidnapped her. She's here not on free will.
Yeah.
We have
against her will.
Her will. Yeah, absolutely. The ransom was just show up on the podcast so people quit calling us misogynists.
Yeah.
We should get to the point, though.
Please.
Mary Richardson's on the podcast today.
Yeah.
And if you didn't know, I don't know how or why, but she is dating me.
There's something not right with her.
And there's something not, I don't know. Yeah. Something's a little loose
not right in the head,
noggin.
for sure. I never thought, But Mary, you are a dead to me, because this is our TV Tuesday, you are a dead to me expert.
Yes.
Wow. A lot of confidence.
A lot of confidence going into this TV
You've seen
Tuesday.
Both seasons twice?
Yes. Watched them all the way through.
Super fan.
Yep.
Yeah, so everything we'll need to know, we can just ask Barry, and we don't need to look it up.
Right.
Yeah.
What are the two main character names?
Judy and Jen.
Wow, look at that.
Wow,
Look at that.
What's the dog's name of the brother-in-law, the leader of the Holy Hitters or whatever? Yeah. What
Holy
is
Harmonies.
his
Holy
dog's
Harmonies.
name? Yeah.
Oh, I know this.
It's a tough question.
It is a
It's
tough
deep
question.
cut. It's a deep cut.
A real one. I'm going to go with Spike.
I have zero
No, it's a
clue.
girl.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
I have zero idea, so she could say anything right now.
Fiji.
Wow. I
Good
think that
dog.
actually
It's
is.
definitely not
No,
it.
it isn't. I was just going to try to play it off for you.
I do remember, though, that they do send that dog away at some point for killing the bird.
They
Remember?
do, yeah.
It's a doggy boarding school.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Which I think just means they put the dog down.
Yeah, no, they definitely put it down.
Yeah.
They euthanized that dog.
It's got to go to the farm. Yeah, poor dog did nothing.
Well, luckily for that little pooch, all dogs go to heaven, so.
Yeah, well, if the cartoon didn't lie to us, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, so Mary, why were you not on our season 1 TV Tuesday for...
Well, I hadn't been picked up off the street yet.
That is true. Good point.
I do all my town scouting
Dragged
on the
into
street.
this basement.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
You are in the basement as well.
We do have to mention it is difficult to get a woman down here. So it is not
They tend to run.
Yeah, it's not completely our fault.
Right.
We get them, they're damn near close, and then we say, yeah, by the way, it's in a basement.
Like, we got to go
And that's
downstairs.
that's the last straw. They
Yeah,
go, and
it's
no.
30 feet below ground. No one can hear you scream within
Concrete wall.
these walls. No one can hear. It's
On
like
top of that,
space. It's like deep space.
Yeah, we even padded the room to make sure no one could hear you scream.
Sure, and we have tested it out. I've gone outside and had Mason scream at the
Yes.
top of his lungs.
Well, quality assurance.
You can't hear a thing.
You cannot.
It's damn scary. It's very frightening. But yeah, we got her down here though.
I'm just
We
a
did.
daredevil.
First
now.
female guest. That's got to feel pretty good, Mary.
Yeah, how does that feel being the first female guest? And we've had almost 300 episodes.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, you just told me I wasn't that important, so I don't feel that great.
Yeah, that's true.
Why don't you show some professionalism?
It's
my first
damn,
time.
yeah, it's damn near the equivalent of if a female had walked on the moon or something. It's close to being that prestigious.
It is.
Yeah,
Kind
so
of like
it's-
the Space Force.
Yeah, kind of
It's
like
good to be black on the moon.
it. It is. I remember that saying.
Hilarious.
I will
All right.
not be making a comment like that.
No.
No, it's controversial. So Well, Mary, what did season 2 hold up to versus season 1? Did you think it was just as good as season 1?
Yeah, I mean, I was into it so much that I watched it twice. So.
You did. You had to
That's
rewatch
true.
it.
Although
with
you
me.
were kind of forced to rewatch it with Mason.
Unfortunately, she watches everything with me. So yeah.
But you were on this before we were even on it. 'Cause, I honestly didn't know anything about this show.
Yeah, I heard about it from Mason's mom, I believe.
Yeah,
is where I
probably.
heard about
Yeah.
it. And I'd seen it a few times showing up on Netflix, and I was like, that looks good. But
Yeah, I always thought it was a melodrama, just like we said season 1. I had no idea. But I liked season 2 just as well as season 1, I thought also.
Oh, yeah. And if you thought things couldn't get any crazier, oh, well, buckle in. Because the season 2 gets even
thought
wilder.
people couldn't get any crazier.
Yeah, the people couldn't get any
they're
crazier.
they're pretty messed up. I was wondering how they're going to keep the attention as well as in the first season with the whole mystery of the husband being dead and Judy being the one. But they did the same exact thing pretty much with
Reversal.
Switch places.
Yeah, exactly. With what's his name? Is Steve?
Steve, yep.
Steve, yeah. Who does a great job.
Marsden, and that was funny
So
because we
good
were
they
talking.
cast him twice.
They cast him twice. Yeah, because we were like, because we saw on the, after we reviewed season 1, and we hadn't seen season 2 yet, we saw that he was still on the cast list, and we're like, how is that possible?
He is so great though that I think they knew they just have to keep him on somehow. And
Oh,
normally I don't buy the whole twin thing. That's such a stupid cop out to get like a guy that they had to kill off in the first season just back. But it works perfect. I mean, you got to think that it was written in season 1 for season 2 for this to happen.
And there's such reversals, too.
Yeah.
The two characters.
You know what I have noticed is we still don't know what Ted looks like.
No, you never see his face.
Yeah, you
Her
still don't
husband.
know. Yeah.
No idea.
I think that's good though. I think that means that the show is about Jen and Judy. It's not
Yes.
about this guy because Ted, by all means, was a horrible
Wasn't
guy.
the greatest.
No, he was kind of an asshole. You found out.
He had it coming.
He did.
At the start, I was feeling bad, but now, man, that someone should have hit Ted years ago. Yeah, but I like the real mystery is what they're going to do with season 3.
Yeah.
Because now
Because
there's
they
no.
definitely set it up for season 3, too.
They did, but there's no real mystery anymore about like who
I think
people
there's
dead or
still-
anything.
I think there's still some untold things like what caused the fight between them that caused him to go out in the middle of the night. Like we still don't really
Yeah,
know.
we still don't know about that.
We have
Well, we-
suspicions.
But we end up kind of finding out that he killed himself. But
Yes.
by all means, he threw himself in front of the car.
Possibly.
Well, we got little clues in season 1 and season 2, and with like the vans and the wife lying about
Yeah.
that. You know, that's a stupid excuse. Why would you run in vans
Right.
at 1 a.m? And
Yeah.
then he was taking all those pills. He was
It's
cheating
because
on
they're in
his
fucking
wife.
Laguna Beach. That's all they wear is vans,
do.
bro.
They
They're
love
hanging
Vans.
loose.
Got to be hip.
But yeah, let's. Well, we remember from season 1, we ended with Jen and Judy standing over Steve's body in the pool.
In the pool.
So the first like 3 to 4 episodes in the new season is like unraveling how that kind of went down, and we slowly kind of figure out that Jen just beat the shit out of him.
Yeah, she did. With the bird, too, with that little
Wooden bird.
wooden bird.
Man, that thing's sturdy.
She had to have been
It's a
swinging
sturdy bird.
hard.
Yeah, sturdy bird for sure. That thing took some wax, but
I think it was missing a tail after.
It did. Yeah,
maybe.
that was the only thing, missing a tail.
No idea what happened to that.
and that was kind of weird because didn't that bird like symbolize Ted or whatever?
Yes,
So
it
she-
symbolized Ted for the sun, too.
Yeah, so she beat to death a man with a bird that symbolizes her dead husband. These women just fucking death follows them everywhere they go.
It's so funny too, Jen and Judy's relationship as it just progresses throughout this whole show. I love the one scene especially with the son, and he's finally starting to put the pieces together. He sees the Mercedes Benz up on the slideshow, and he's like, "Mom, what's going on here?"
Yeah,
and
Steve's Mercedes Benz
Yeah.
that he ended up finding in.
that
They hid because no one knew that Steve went to Jen's house that night.
Right.
Yeah.
So the whole like first few episodes is her kind of scrambling around because she knows her neighbor has street footage. Her fucking
And, man,
neighbor. Her neighbor
Karen
has a,
might be the nosiest neighbor.
she has a
in the
much
world.
larger role in this one.
I love how she just walks in her backyard.
I know, without any like, "Hey, can I come back here?"
Well, it's because like after she invited her once for the wine thing, she kept coming over. Like she was so happy
Poor
that she got
Karen, though.
invited.
know.
Yeah, poor Karen. She
She just
never
needs
got
a
invited.
friend.
Another one of my favorite side characters that we get a lot more of the second series is the little girl from the first one.
Oh my
Shandy.
gosh, she's
Sandy.
so funny.
She's so Shandy. She is 100% possibly Jeffrey Dahmer's daughter.
She is.
She is a school shooter in the making. Like, she has every red flag you could possibly think
Oh
of.
my god, and no emotions at all. Clearly,
And no remorse, which is the scariest thing.
That's the scare. And calls dead bodies corpses.
Cadavers. She got the
Cadavers.
body of cadaver in the last one. But yeah, she is creepy as hell. But they gave her a lot more screen time, where she was just popping up in scenes at some point, scaring Jim. But yeah, she ends up killing Bird Ted. That fucking creepy
I knew
girl
it right away.
crushed it. She's gonna play. I know she's gonna play a bigger role in the third season, where she's gonna end up killing someone,
or it'll be revealed that she finds out, but she like keeps it a secret.
Yeah, well,
Because she's just a psychopath.
She like joins their side. She's
Yeah,
like,
joins
can
their side.
Can I be in this?
it's hilarious though. The mom, every time the mom is so scared, you can tell the mom's so scared for her daughter Shandy. She knows she's going. She's like, she doesn't have very many friends. Remember, she's like glaring at her, like, do not fuck this up. But yeah, Shandy, one of my favorite side characters for sure, and
definitely.
that creepy little girl, man.
Can imagine her being like, so who are we gonna kill next, guys? Like,
Yeah, choke the
Who's up?
choke the life out of the bird. She's like, I didn't know birds were mostly liquid. Yeah, most things are mostly liquid.
Your
Sorry,
body's
Shandy.
80% water.
Don't let her hold a baby.
Well, don't let her take an anatomy class either. She's gonna get too into dissecting.
She's like mice
frogs.
and men. She's like Lenny. She
is
will just
Lenny.
hold you to death.
Doesn't know her own strength.
I just hugged him. Yeah, I just heard popping. Yeah, creepy girl.
Yeah.
Creepy girl, but I like the relationship that Shandy and Jen's son had, or whatever. That was nice.
Yes.
Because
They both needed a friend.
right.
yeah,
Yeah.
which I guess that the kid seems pretty popular. He has a
He's with the Holy Harmonies.
nothing fucking creeps me out more than the Holy Harmoners, man. I don't know what that it just gives me the weirdest
And those
vibes. When I do
jumpsuits.
not like
There's
that.
some
at
great choreography.
It
though.
is good choreography.
It freaks
yes.
me the fuck out, dude. It's just weird. And but it's funny though, because remember when they're at Steve's like memorial and they're doing a song, but it's Amazing Grace.
Amazing
but they put
Grace.
Steve's name in it.
They did. Like a wrench, like Steve.
It was so funny. Yeah. That was really funny because that's all they did with the fucking when they were practicing. They just do songs, but they like
Modern.
They put like church verses.
Yeah, the
It's
modern
so
spin on it. Or the church spin on it.
Right.
But yeah, I love that scene. This show is so damn funny.
It is.
It's hilarious,
And it's
man.
like, and sometimes it's just dry humor,
Super
but
dry.
it's super dry, but it's like still laughable, like
Yeah.
out loud humor.
It does it. One of the scenes where they go to the hotel where because they're getting rid of the body or whatever. Remember, they go to the hotel and they see her neighbor's husband. And he's cheating on her with a man.
It's so funny.
But the scene when they're in the bar and they're just like bawling. Remember, they're having a real moment, and a guy comes up and hits
Tries
on
to hit
them.
on.
You guys want to dance? What does the fuck look like? Do you think we want to dance?
And Jen just like, what the fuck?
I
As soon
know.
as he comes up, it's such a funny scene, but it's perfect. Yeah,
I know-
and it's perfect for a guy to have no fucking even idea. These two women are bawling, and he asks them to dance. It's such a good scene. Yeah.
Well, also like all of Ben's comments, like when he was like, "I would die to get in that pool."
Yeah, he's like, he kept saying, he's like,
She's like,
again? Yeah, and she never laughs once. She just goes, she just the weird,
He's
a
like, "Could you
sour
imagine
face.
if I died right now?"
Yeah. Can you imagine if I died right? Yeah, no, we can because we've seen it. Okay, Ben, we've
Yeah.
seen the exact clone of you die.
Yeah, that was a good element too, where it was really fucking with him, like being with him, and it kept showing him because it was really fucking with Jen. Well, not Judy as much because she knew, but
Yeah, she knew.
But yeah, it was fucking with him because they're the same people.
Yeah,
So,
but complete different personalities.
Oh, absolutely. Steve was what we end up learning before his death was he was just a fucking dick. Well, we always knew he was an asshole, but man,
But then he
dude.
was a real criminal because he's working for the Greek mafia.
Greek mafia, we find out the fucking
police chief is working with the mafia.
It's the worst police chief ever,
Not
too.
very
It's
good.
like so off. He's not even wearing a uniform. He's wearing
No,
like
he's
an
not.
8-piece suit.
And he's a misogynist, he's a fucking racist. He's just the worst human being on
He's
the
wearing
face
like
of the
the
planet.
nicest, like just a super nice like Gucci
He
suit.
just never
too.
leaves the office.
Yeah,
Never
no one's
gets in
wondering
the field.
how he's so damn rich. But
Yeah, no one's wondering why this guy's driving around a Ferrari.
yeah, and one point, the detective from the first season, or the cop, he's not a detective,
Yeah.
but the one that dates Judy.
Judy for like,
Right.
Yeah, he talks to the chief and he's like, "Shouldn't we looking at the Greek mafia? Isn't that a much more obvious that they killed Steve?"
and
then
he
this
just
guy
laughs it off. He goes, don't worry
No,
about the
don't
Greek
worry about the Greek
mafia."
mafia. Yeah, and then he's speaking Greek the next scene.
Yeah.
Does not look good for him.
No.
Does not look good for him at all.
I love the Holy Harmony scene when
Harmonizers, aren't they?
Harmonizers, whatever it is. I don't know what they're called.
Holy Harmonies.
Holy Harmonies? Is that what it is?
I think so.
thought it was-
Holy
Is it on
Harmonizers, Harmonies. I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't know.
But nonetheless, when that lady comes up to try to get volunteer, she's like, to Jen.
Yeah.
And Jen's like had it at this point. She's already boiling. And she's like, no, really, we just need volunteers. And she goes, get the fuck out of my face. I said no. Get the fuck. She's like, okay, we'll find someone else.
Christina Applegate again just fucking kills it. She's so good and
On
again,
every level, too.
In every episode too, especially in season 2. She's showing just range. She's breaking down constantly. It's crazy, man. She's so good.
Well,
Yeah.
I said this while we were watching it too. I go, imagine being on set and having to be this actress every day because you're right. I mean, just such a wide range of
Yeah.
emotions every single episode. She's crying hysterically, like real deep emotion, and then she's getting pissed off in another second, and then scared the next. And it's like,
Yeah, she's awesome.
She is a pro, that's for sure.
Another really funny scene that I thought was in episode 4, again, where they're going to the hotel and they get pulled over by the cop. And he comes up and he goes, "Was it worth it?" And they're like, "We have shovels in the back," and he keeps saying shit like
You're
that. Yeah,
on your way to shit.
yeah. He goes, "You're a shit creek without a paddle."
Yeah.
And they're like, and the music gets super tense, and then he just goes, "Your cell phone." Like, why was he so fucking
I
dramatic?
don't know. And she still had it in her hand too. She didn't even notice.
You're up Shit's Creek without a paddle. Like he was gonna arrest him or something. But I am giving you a ticket. Remember when he writes it?
Just the most sarcastic police officer.
Yeah, no kidding. Like a real lighthearted guy, but he still wrote her a ticket.
Yeah. You gotta write tickets. You gotta do it. But yeah, I thought that was super funny.
I also like the scene too where they're driving home, Jen and Charlie, her son, her eldest, and the garage door says, "I know what you did."
Yeah.
And I was
Everything is like
In red letters.
in
too,
red letters
like-
too. Yeah. I was like, oh shit. And then like I was trying to figure it out, and you're like, you're never gonna figure it out. I'm like, yes I am, damn it. And I didn't figure it out. No, but it was Parker.
It was revealed pretty quickly.
Yeah, it was. But Parker, which is Charlie's girlfriend,
Yeah.
I guess he cheated on
I
her.
thought it was gonna end up being like Steve's brother or whatever. It's like
Ben.
figuring out,
Oh,
but then
yeah.
it was just a red herring. It meant nothing at all. But she ended up having to pay Parker $1,000 for, and she didn't even.
know.
She didn't even delete the
picture.
pictures.
Parker
yeah,
was
what
the worst.
She was just a scam
Brat.
artist.
Yeah.
Yeah, just a huge 13-year-old scam artist. Just micro influencer.
micro influencer.
What the fuck does that mean?
I don't know.
Not even a real influence.
yeah.
I thought that was good. Another thing in season 2 that I liked a lot was like Judy ends up taking like a much more like a parent role. Mm-hmm. Like when they're
Towards the
giving
kids.
like Charlie like the sex talk or whatever, she becomes like just the other parent. I don't want to say like a dad because you can have two moms still be
Right,
racist,
yeah.
but she just fills in that role.
She
It's
does,
super.
yeah.
It's nice to see
Well,
because
and
Tells
that's
them
fair
about
to say
warts.
too, because Ted had a great relationship with his boys.
yeah,
And Jen never did.
because she was working.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, Judy takes on that role and kind of, and all the kids end up loving it. But it was a really funny when they were having the sex talk about like having warts and shit like that. Like,
And Charlie's just so uncomfortable in the backseat. He's just like, can we not talk
Yeah.
about this?
but
And
it's
she
something.
keeps
It's
going
something that
on.
Jen, never brought up or whatever, never talked about. But something that Judy was able to talk about because she's much more open because she fucking likes crystals and all that bullshit. The moon and shit like that. But yeah, I like that.
I love this scene too when the detective lady shows up. And the visual scene, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And she shows up and she's like, "Yeah, I'm here. You would never believe how many people who are what's the word I'm
How many
looking for?
people show up
There you
to
go.
It's like a moth to a flame
Yeah,
or something
moth
like
to a
that because they
flame.
showed up to the
Yeah.
vigil.
They showed up to the visual. How many
She's
sick
like,
people would
"Shit."
do this? They're like, oh, fuck.
It's funny because they always do like the opposite of what they should
What
do
they should
to
be
cover up
doing.
their murders.
Yes.
It's good though, but
Like burning the car.
Yeah, burning the car, terrible. Why would you
I know
do that?
it's all on. Well, because the kid fucked up so bad, and remember the car was on camera everywhere.
And DNA.
Yeah, but I would have took the license plate. If you're gonna burn the car, take the license.
Yeah.
They got it from the
Scratch
VIN
the
number.
VIN number.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, it's gonna take them a little longer for sure to like after the car's been
They're
burned
not.
to get
They're
the
not
VIN number. But
experts on the whole murder thing.
No, they're
so.
not.
obviously not. They're horrible. At it.
Playing it by ear.
Yeah, they're
Yeah, they are.
Actually,
go with
the only
the
reason
flow.
they end up getting away is because another crime happens that overclips the real crime. Because remember, the whole time they know that the detective knows that Judy killed Ted.
Yeah.
But they won't arrest her because she's giving information about Steve. So
Steve's
it's
coming
like, so they know
Well,
that.
and they don't have the physical evidence.
Yeah, and then it's just it adds even more and more when Judy starts dating the detective's ex. Like, what are the
I
odds?
know, what are the odds? Is like, really?
Yeah,
I love that scene where they're kissing, they go into the room, and then the detective comes
Comes
out,
home.
right? I'm like, oh my God,
Yeah.
come on.
I like the scene when Jen brings in what's Steve's brother's name?
Ben.
His twin?
Ben.
Yeah, I like this when she brings Ben into the cop station or whatever because they're gonna talk about or they think that they found Steve's body. And the detective's like, well, how do you know her? And Jen's like, well, it's a small town. The detective's like, no, not really.
It's not. It's just Laguna.
and she goes, yeah. And she goes, no. And they keep going. But I thought that was a really good scene too. When they think they found Steve's body, because they don't ever find Steve's body.
They don't.
Until the very end. We get a hint.
We do
of
get a little
that
hint.
goddamn dog
That stupid little dog.
out in the middle of nowhere. Always, man, ruins every serial killer's grand scheme. Is those fucking dogs.
I love the comedy too, where Jen's telling Judy that she can't date her, and then that very night at the visual, she kisses Ben. Yeah, and then Judy's like, what the fuck?
Gets drunk and she's like, what?
Yeah, she's like, how come you're allowed to date Ben? You said I was getting too close to this, and now
Yeah.
you're kissing Ben.
Well, that was a big fucking moment because Judy ends up getting wasted and saying all kinds of crazy shit.
Yeah.
But because that's when Charlie comes in, remember? And Charlie figures out from the memorial and whatnot.
Yeah.
And then they end up spinning in on Charlie to where he ends up feeling like
Gaslighting him.
Yeah, gaslight. And remember when he's walking around, it's not your fault, Charlie. Don't put it all on your shoulders. It's so funny.
And Jen's like, I'm fucking gaslighting my own child.
He's so upset with himself.
I love how they're like able to lie with each other. Like one of them says something and then the other one like encourages that
Oh,
lie.
they're
And then
perfect for each other.
They're good.
Yeah.
And the chemistry between these two is just phenomenal.
Oh yeah,
they're
between the
so
actresses.
funny.
Oh yeah, they're perfect together. But
Cardinelli and Applegate.
yeah, they're great. They're almost like a comedy duo.
Yes.
Like you almost want to see them in other separate things together because they work so well together. But yeah, I thought that was a really good scene of putting it all on Charlie.
Yeah, and the characters too is just hilarious because like Jen is just like always mad, always upset, and Judy just wants to love,
nicest
love, like
person.
literally the nice, so nice too. Literally like the worst kind of fault, the worst kind of person.
Well, that and she can't lie to anyone.
Oh God,
can't say
Judy.
no.
What's the word they use? She gets a little
Confessy.
confessy. Yeah, they use that a
Confessy.
couple times.
Not a great word.
No,
Not a great word
to be described as. Yeah, absolutely.
You're never
not.
gonna join the mob if you're quote confessy. Yeah. But it's nice though because we get a little more of Judy's background with her mom. Mm-hmm. We end up seeing who's played by Katie Sagal, who's in a ton of stuff.
She's great. American Horror Story is one I know specifically.
She was on Married with Children with Christina Applegate in the 90s too.
I forgot about that.
And she voices Leela from Futurama. So
I love Futurama.
I love Futurama too.
I miss
But yeah,
it.
that was a perfect character for her to play,
Mm-hmm.
and awesome to get more into that and seeing that her mom was just fucking. Judy's had the worst life. Everyone she's ever loved has been super shitty to her.
Just manipulates her.
Yeah,
Takes advantage.
she's got bad luck. Every bad luck follows her. I guess that's what they said in the first season. But it's all because of that goddamn rock that Steve stole.
Right.
Remember once she sends back the rock to the park, things start going better.
The petrified.
The petrified wood,
Petrified
yeah.
wood, yes.
She sends that back and things start going better. But I thought that was a really cool to see her mom and see. Her mom was just trying to use her like everyone else was.
Yeah.
Remember trying to get her money to get for a lawyer.
Not American Horror Story. Sons of Anarchy.
Sons of Anarchy.
Sons of Anarchy. Yeah.
Both FX shows.
Yeah, both FX. Yeah, to be fair. After I said that, I was like, reverse. But yeah, no.
Yeah, it was a cool scene for her. And what was her mom, like a drug dealer or something?
Yeah,
doesn't
she was a
really
little
tell us.
sketchy.
Oh, it was crazy. The craziest part of that episode was when the mom explains that Judy was the one that turned her in.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
She goes,
Testified.
you were
That
just a
was
child.
fucking wild.
Well, and then you really get the background of Judy. She has been this way since
Always
birth.
confessy.
Well, then and you get the background with like, that's such a I mean, that Judy's had a horrible life. That's such a horrible thing to put on a child.
Oh, and how like fractured you would be as a child after that?
Yeah, and have
You put your mom
You
away.
gotta lie. Yeah, well, and telling your kid you gotta lie to this fucking court, or I'm gonna go to prison. It's a big. I mean, you can't be mad when your kid ends up telling the truth,
Right. I mean, to be grilled by lawyers, questions like that's tough for a kid.
And to be sworn, you gotta swear on
Swear
a Bible.
yeah.
But the mom was still. You could tell the mom was still bitter about it that her kid turned her in. But it was 15 years. 15 years in prison. It must have been a pretty serious crime.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And a lot to have your kid go up on the fucking stand and
I
have
kind
to
of
lie for
thought
it.
that maybe she killed someone. Cause
That's
was
what I
in there
thought
for
too,
so
yeah.
long. Maybe
Yeah.
she
She
passed
probably
on the
did.
gene.
Well, I thought it was going to
murder.
be like she killed Judy's mom or dad. And that's how she got fucked up or something like that. Like it just runs in the family. But no, I think she was just drugs. But she's definitely going to play a bigger role in season 3. I definitely see her mom getting out of prison and then
Somehow.
having a huge
Well,
moving
then-
in with them or something like that.
Yeah, and
Just
then
some-
she finds out at season 3 all of the dirt
and then
on
she
them.
she can help him because she's a
Well, she
career
can
long
help him
criminal.
or blackmail her daughter
Yeah.
to get what she wants because she does not seem like a good person. And literally, Judy told
What
her
gives that away? Yeah.
Judy told her that. She goes, "No, I'm not going to write a letter saying that you've changed because you haven't, Mom."
Yeah.
Yeah,
And that was another nice scene at the very end, last episode, for Judy to
finally
finally
say no.
and finally
Yeah.
stand up to someone, man.
I know.
Just gets used by everyone.
Use and abuse.
Although
man.
this was kind of the redemption season for Judy. She did get a girlfriend, and that didn't end up working out.
It didn't.
Again, it was the detective.
No longer has a girlfriend.
What happened to her? She ended up just leaving. Because remember at the very end, the detective said that she moved out.
Yeah,
So what happened to her?
I don't know. We'll find out in season 3. I'm sure she'll be back around.
That was weird because it doesn't show her anymore. And that chick's in a ton of stuff too. She was in
Well, and they kind of got back together too. Like right
Yeah.
before
Yeah, they kinda
her mom
reconciled.
went to the hospital.
Yeah,
So
that is weird. I'm just kind of piecing that together.
yeah.
Would she just get kicked off the show and then they had to write her off?
I like that big reveal because I actually, and I should have put 2 and 2 together, but I didn't, with the money in the back of Judy's paintings. When the detective brings it over and says, like, hey, this is at least I could do. They were just sitting in
Yeah.
storage. She goes, I don't like you, but I'm going to do this for you. And then the detective leaves, and then Judy just smashes all of her paintings. And
Yeah.
there's cash in the back.
They were
because Steve
laundering
was laundering
through.
money.
Yeah. I know. I thought they were just like laundering through, like some guy would come in, buy a crappy painting for $25,000 with stolen money, and then they launder it that way.
Yeah.
But they were physically laundering money through the paintings. Each painting had thousands of dollars in it.
It did.
I mean, because she ended up paying off
the house,
the house,
and she bought a car.
and she bought a car.
Yep.
And I'm guessing she had money left over too.
I love when Jen brings all the cash to her mother-in-law.
Who's
And she's
horrible.
like, are you just trying to buy me out? She goes, oh, God, fuck, don't be so dramatic.
Like, are you kicking me out of the family?
Yeah, are you kicking me out of the family? Is this the down payment?
She's like, fucking chill.
And she's like, chill, don't be so fucking dramatic.
Well, that was how shitty that mom was, is because she knew the only way that the family would keep her in there was if she had some kind of pull over them. So as soon as she didn't own the house anymore, yeah, that lady was she was all, and they give her the $20 million listing of Steve and Ben's house.
That scene was funny when Ben comes over to Jen's house and is like, hey, I really need you to sell it. And at this point, she's trying to cut ties with Ben because
Yeah.
of the kissing. And then Ben said that, they didn't kiss. And that scene was hilarious because she was like, no, I just can't do it. And he goes, it's a $20 million house. She goes, oh, okay. Well, maybe I can. Yeah, maybe I'll see what I can do. Yeah.
Oh yeah, they were big, but they're fucking Greek mafia or
They
whatever,
are.
right? It never shows the dad.
No.
But yeah, they're all dirty, and every mom in this show is shitty.
Yes, every single
Ben
mother.
and Steve's mom, fucking horrible. She's the kind of lady that she's always got something wrong on my knees, my back. She's always unhappy. Always unhappy. Yeah.
Yeah.
For that
Always,
old woman to be in pain.
well, fuck. She was always unhappy. Well, she was just fucking typical, like, rich old white lady.
yeah.
It was always something.
And Steve was her favorite, and she was kind of a bitch
Yeah,
to
of
Ben.
course.
And she always held it over her son's head,
Right.
too. But yeah, because Ben fucking hated her. Because the whole reason he was going to buy a house just so he didn't have to live with her anymore. For like the 2 weeks he was there.
Imagine not like imagine not like
in a
your mom that
mansion.
much.
In a
Yeah.
fucking
Whole
mansion. You would never
house.
need to see her.
It's not like it's a 2-bedroom house.
Yeah.
It's a
You
freaking
could literally go on
$20
one
million
side
mansion.
and never see her for months. But
Couldn't do it.
yeah, that's a theme that I'm just connecting is all the moms are horrible in this show. Even Judy's girlfriend's mom ends up being kind of the one that's in the old folks home.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she just complains about a lot of stuff. She
the
doesn't like it. The
painting.
painting, on the wall.
I got a feeling the writer has strong mother issues of the show. I'm gonna just go out on a limb and
here?
feel like
Yeah.
this guy's got mommy issues.
The only mom that probably would have been good is Jen's mom. And she
died
Well,
of cancer.
died when she was
Yeah.
19.
Yeah.
Majority of the show is written by Liz Feldman. So, yeah, probably mom issues.
Well, if you know anything about daughters and moms, is their relationships are always
Are
super
rocky.
strong.
Oh, yeah, super strong. They're
They're
not
rock-
condescending
they're
to
rock
each other
solid.
at all. No.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, for sure. There's an underlying theme of shitty moms in this, but kind of shitty dads too.
Of course. Well, I mean, Ted was
I think
no
just
hero.
parents in general are just not good. Unless it's Jen and Judy, they are the perfect parental team.
I would have to agree with that.
I really like the
Perfect
scene.
pair of murdering moms.
Murdering moms.
Yeah. Kind of cool. Kind
Sounds
of
like
badass.
a cool band name. Murdering
Maybe
moms.
get jackets or
Yeah.
something. Yeah. It could be cool for sure. But I really like the scene where they all end up blowing off the fucking holy harmonizing bullshit.
Go to
Yeah,
the
they
and go
arcade.
and go to the arcade. Yeah, I like that. And I like when Ben was in the audience. He's dancing to all the songs because he was like,
No.
"Holy
From
Harmony."
86 to 89.
What a loser!
He
That
was in
guy
the
is.
Holy Harmony.
His
still-
dance scene where it was just them in the house and he
He's
was
a
dancing
horrible
for-
dancer,
I
yeah.
love that. He was like, "Oh, that didn't work."
Yeah, I like that too. Again, Marsden is perfect for this role. Playing
He
both
is.
of them too, double
Yeah.
roles. But that's perfect. Should we talk about the end?
Yeah, let's talk about
The
the
last 30 seconds.
end. Yes.
Because leading up to it, I thought, well, now there's nothing. There's no way they can make a third season. Like driving up with them with driving the car with Charlie. Like it's over. There's no.
Everything's going well.
Yeah, happy ending. They got the car for Charlie, and
The
they're gonna
detective
move on.
knows that Jen killed Steve.
Yeah, that was crazy when she confessed.
Confessed, straight
Confessed
up
to it.
confessed. They even took her to the body. Luckily, couldn't find
Couldn't
the body.
find the body.
But yeah, so everything is good. Everything. There's besides the last 20 seconds they're driving to with Charlie's new car.
Yep.
And and it's right after the stop sign.
Yeah,
She
the stop
finally
sign
got
was
the
put
stop
in.
sign that she's been working on for like the last 2 seasons, and
Mm-hmm.
she gets just fucking smashed.
She definitely
Out of
didn't
nowhere.
look both ways.
Okay, I know I sidetracked, but I got to talk about that. That when she was giving her speech to the city council, phenomenal acting.
And the guy that fucking
So
molested her was
Yeah,
that part?
I know.
was there.
That is a small town.
And he called her out.
Don't tell me that's
yeah,
not
and he
a small.
called her out like he didn't
Like,
do
why
anything
would you
wrong.
say anything? Why would you be like, I don't know that
Yeah,
shit.
you would
Yeah.
think for sure that guy would be like avoiding eye contact.
But he's such a narcissist.
Yeah,
He's like, oh, I don't know.
Like, you assaulted
You remember
me.
when you assaulted me? Like he's the bad.
Like, he's the victim.
He's the victim.
What a
She's like,
jackass.
you tried to rape me.
Yeah, and everyone's
he's
like, what the-
Yeah. that was a curveball.
Did not
Didn't see
think
that
you
one coming.
Did not think you were gonna be honest about that.
In hindsight, I should have thought that one through before I said something.
Man, think before you talk, Charles. You gotta be thinking about these things. It was so stupid on that guy's.
I know.
And then everyone at the council was like, that guy's a fucking weird. Yeah, they all ate him. That was so weird.
It was.
So I guess they just thought that guy did not get enough revenge in the first season. So we gotta write him back into this and make sure that his life is ruined. But, yeah, that was really weird.
It was.
So, anyways, the show ends with Jen and Judy, and Jen she was on the side of the car that got hit.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
almost think she died.
Yes, you
Yeah,
do.
I thought she did.
I thought she died
I
for
know.
sure. If she had not said something at the very end, I thought, Jesus Christ.
'Cause that
That's going to be
probably
rough for
smashed.
those kids.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It's gonna be a
Well,
rough
stuck with
go.
just-
and then it's
Judy.
revealed, the person who hit him reverses,
Insane.
and it's freaking
Of course,
Ted.
because there's only
Or not
5.
Ted, Ben.
Yeah.
Ben.
Ted's back alive.
Ted, I'm back, baby.
He's like, I'm back,
Ted from
bitch.
Westworld.
Yeah, I know. I always call him Teddy from Westworld.
Right.
But no, Ben speeds away.
Yeah, Ben, drunk.
Yeah,
Hasn't drinking in a year. Just drank a couple days ago because of
Right.
gender.
exactly. They foreshadowed
But what is
that.
there? Only 5 people in this town?
I know.
What the hell is going on here?
I don't know though. For a show like this, it works.
You
I don't-
only
I don't
ever
mind it.
run into the same 6
Yep.
people. It's crazy. There was no one else on that road but Ben.
But Ben,
And they waited at the stop sign for like 30 seconds.
they did. How did you not see him coming? That's the
I don't
question.
think
I
she
want to
even
know.
looked. She was just so shocked by the stop sign.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so what do they know it's Ben? I mean, where do you go from
No,
here?
I don't think.
Well, how does Judy not just look up, see the car? No, it's because it's a pretty rare car. It's an older car, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
How does she not just see that and be like, oh, that's fucking Ben?
Dazed and confused.
Probably a little distracted.
Yeah,
Yeah, but all you would need is the make,
that's true.
and then all you would have to go to see Ben and see the car is smashed to pieces.
Maybe they will know though.
Well, he was
'Cause
on
that's-
his way somewhere from because they recovered Steve's body.
They
And
did.
That was the call that he got.
Yeah,
That's
so he
right.
was leaving there.
because Mary
So
he makes the
maybe-
excuse, I'm gonna go get ice cream,
Mm-hmm.
Maybe
So maybe-
they'll find something on that body in season 3 that leads them
or maybe he did it on
to
purpose.
Jen and Judy.
Maybe he tried to fucking
he
kill her
already
because
knew.
he knew that she killed Steve.
Maybe
So he did it. He got a little drunk. 'Cause
season 3
He got
is gonna
drunk
be fun.
quick. I mean,
Yeah,
they
he
told
That bottle was
Steve's
empty.
body. All right.
He's like, all right, let's pound this fucking fifth. real
Get straight in the car.
Thank God I always carry the little 5th of wild turkey in my glove department
You got to be prepared.
just for this kind of scenario. Because, man, that guy had a quick turnaround.
Yes.
But, yeah, I totally forgot. He lies to his mom. Remember, he doesn't tell her.
It's my realtor friend.
Realtor friend,
Yeah,
yeah.
which is better off. Don't tell that fucking lady. Jesus, you'll never hear the end of it.
So the show, now that we've talked about it, the big announcement happened on July 6, 2020. Netflix is renewing the series for its 3rd and final season.
Well, when I watched season 2, at the very end of season 2, it said a banner came up and said season 3 confirmed for Dead Like Me. Did it show that on your guys'?
Not when we watched it, no.
Yeah, so I'm
On
guessing they
Netflix?
might have just added that
Yeah,
in.
they must have just added it.
Because I just finished this season yesterday.
Oh, yeah, we finished it a little while
So
ago.
right at the end it says season 3 coming soon.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad. I'm glad we're getting
I
the
just
final
don't know.
season.
I don't know. And I don't want it to lose its allure either. I don't want it to lose what it has because the mystery element has always been a strong part of the show.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, there's not some real big mystery now. I mean, because Ben didn't kill anyone. I mean, he didn't kill. I mean, it's not, again, it's a big deal. It's a hit and run,
Yeah.
but it's not the end of the world.
Well, hopefully it's not like Bloodline. Linda Cardinelli was in that. First 2 seasons, phenomenal. 3rd season sucked.
I know. That's
So
what
bad.
I'm worried about.
I know. I hope that's not the pattern here.
Because I don't see, I mean, there's not enough mystery right now. There's nothing left to finish.
No.
I mean, because they arrested the chief, arrested some of the Greeks. Remember, they're all going to federal prison. What's left?
Yeah,
But did they arrest them for the murder or just for being in the Greek mafia?
Well, but either way, I mean,
yeah.
'Cause
Now that they
the murder
discovered,
could still be open.
Mhm. Now that they discovered Steve's body, it could get
Right.
interesting.
yeah, but you would think they would just pin that on the Greek mafia.
You would think.
I mean, they don't have any. I mean, they would just say it's. I mean, there's no evidence, but there's usually not evidence in a mafia hit.
Right. You
They just
probably don't
find
have a
the-
reliable
They usually don't
alibi
find
either.
the guy who did it. I mean, they just say. So that's what I was thinking. I was thinking they're just gonna attribute that to the Greek
Mm-hmm.
mafia. You know, he turned on them. So then, but maybe now the Greek mafia will send someone after Jen and Judy. Maybe they find out
Maybe.
because the chief knows that Jen and Judy had something to do with it.
Yeah.
So he can rat.
And the detective.
So maybe the next season is them on the run from some Greek Greek
Yeah,
hitman.
that'd be cool.
That would be cool. They take all the fucking kids, just hit the road.
Yeah.
They
It's
got
a road trip.
They got money. You know they
do
got
have
money to blow.
Yeah, that's right.
Although cars, they don't have the best luck with cars. So I don't know how far you'd want to drive. But yeah, they're loaded now.
Yes,
I
they are.
assume.
Yeah,
I assume she's
of
got
course
money.
they are.
How much was that fucking house that they was the house that she lived the stack of cash they had to buy the mom
Well, they
at?
only
Was it
covered-
millions?
I know, at least, yeah.
They only covered the down payment though,
Yeah, that is
plus
true.
interest.
Plus interest.
So
Yeah, so that's a crazy amount of money.
still a lot
That
of
just
money.
adds to my that's
your
even
theory.
crazy. So it's not even the full payment of the house. It's just the down payment. It looked like there was $3 million on the table. It's a huge.
Well, she had like 10 of those paintings there.
Yeah, she did.
I know, but the
and each of them had
stack of
stacks of
money.
cash.
Yeah. And they did buy what was it, like a Fiat they bought Charlie or something?
It was a nice car.
It's pretty nice. Not
Hopefully they
not
got
anymore.
insurance driving off the
Wasn't
lot.
nice as the Chrysler though that he was driving earlier, or the Mercedes.
Mercedes. Yeah, that was a sweet ride.
What kind of the kid doesn't have his license? Fucking driver's permit.
I
I'm
know.
taking this fucking
Yep.
car. The balls on that kid. Well, he was a drug dealer, so I mean he wasn't far off. But all right. Well, anything left on Dead to Me?
No, I'm just super excited about season 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me too.
So am I. I loved it. I think I like season 2 just as much as I like season 1.
Same, which is really hard to do sometimes.
Oh,
in-
yeah.
in TV shows. But
Absolutely.
definitely lived up to the hype. Alrighty, well, that is our review for Dead to Me season 2. Thank you, Mary, for being on the podcast, being
Thanks
the first
for
female.
having me.
How does that make you feel?
Put it on your resume.
Put it on your resume. Actually, as a matter of fact, you can throw it on your
People
resume.
will hire
They
you
will hire you now.
because that's big.
Yeah.
They'll say high side. That's only for men.
How did?
That's
how
a
are you
man-
so
that's a man's
prestigious? It
podcast.
is. Yet you were on it. So
Yeah, I am unemployed, so if anybody's hiring female podcasters, I
Yeah.
am experienced.
They're not.
And
They
they're
aren't.
not. No,
Trust
it's
me.
not.
And
Trust me.
we're part of them that aren't. So
So sorry.
clearly, we've been avoiding it.
Alrighty. Well, that's our Dead to Me review. If you guys are watching on YouTube, be sure to like this video, comment below, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell notification as we drop videos on our channel every single day. If you're listening in podcast format, Spotify, iTunes, SoundCloud, Google Play, and Stitcher, social media pages, Twitter, Seen It Podcast, Cash is on Twitter, that's just Cash, Instagram, Have You Seen It, Facebook, Have You Seen It Podcast. Thank you so much for watching and listening. My name is Mason Knight. That is Mary Richardson. And that over there to my far left is Cash Krause.
Far left.
Until next time.
Bye.